You feel you beat Bryan Battles?
Yeah.
Hey, be careful what you say about Bryan Battle.
I like Bryan Battle. No.
He glazed him the most.
Stop. Don't do that. Don't corner each other like that.
Well, I can't tell the truth.
I like Bryan Battles, but I like to hear honesty. And
okay.
Bryan Battles came in overweight.
You saw the fight?
Huh?
You saw
I watched the fight.
Yeah.
I watched the fight. It went to the decision.
You saw the fight?
Yeah.
You saw it?
I did, yeah. Pieced him up first round, easily won the first round.
Don't actually. Oh my God.
Don't ask
Be really honest.
Why? I'm just telling the truth. His striking, like Bryan Battles had a slow start. And he had his striking on point. His flow was good. His feints were awesome.
There's 2 or 3 takedowns in the fight.
Got into crucifix position. If you watch the fight, you would know he pieced him up in the first round. Okay? If you actually watch the fight.
I missed that one.
Didn't catch those.
Yeah. I will say, though, that, like, letting him push you up against the cage for those next 2 rounds is, like, what swayed the judges. I know it was a split decision, you know? Like, there was just, like, because honestly, you're the better fighter. When you looked out there and you're like, skill for skill, you're the better fighter. He just used his weight, pushed you up against the cage, made you a little tired. Couple quick, like, little escapes I'd love to show you that you can get off, like, you know, like, your distance. You're so tall, and your range, and your flow, and your feints, and, like, moving your hands. Like, that's real tricky for someone to deal with when they're at a distance. And you kind of let him just push you against the cage, you know?
Yeah, he was a little fat boy, though. So
missed weight, too, right?
He's leaning on me. But anyway. I don't give him too much attention on it. But
how much weight was he?
It was like 4 or 5 pounds or something.
4 pounds over.
Could have been the water.
4 pounds?
That's a lot for.
I mean, that means you're starting way further. If you're missing by 4 pounds, I mean, you're way bigger than you should have been cutting weight. You know, like.
Okay, but in all honesty, and regardless of who it is, how does someone come in that much overweight then?
Because they mismanaged how big they got. You know?
They don't have scales.
Well, they got scales, man. It's a lifestyle, dude. Like. And if you mishap, who knows what's going on outside in your life or what you have going on, and if you're not having every box checked before that fight, things can happen, right? So I think, who knows what it was, but he was too big.
Do you think
fight night? I was 184 fight night.
You was 184?
Yeah, and you were saying how big I look. I really don't. It's just like skinny legs, man.
Well, I'm talking about how tall you are for 170.
Yeah. You
as tall as a 205 back in my day.
No, I like talking about the split decision, though, because it's like part of your history now, right? Especially because you bounced back and looked awesome your next fight. That fight was sick. Highlight knockout that's going to always be shown now is awesome. Like, how do you get your mind right after a fight? Because I've been there. A fight you thought you won in a split decision. Like, you're on a 3 or 4 fight win streak before that. And it's kind of like all the momentum is taken out of your sails, but to bounce back and get that big win, like, how do you deal with that?
The cool thing about it was that majority of people thought I won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was a good thing about it. Obviously, there were, you know, like you said, I was held on a cage too long, you know what I mean? But in the end, I still felt I did enough. Most people thought the same. So it wasn't really a big deal. It was just kind of like, all right,